My name is Jessica Holyfield, and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at the Garage 2024 Volume 1 Honey J. This is a Patreon request. Shout out to Jacob for the request. I love me taking a look at some Honey J, and I cannot wait to see what we have in store here. Let's go ahead and check it out. Woo! Ready, ready. He's on the na-na-na-na-na. Yeah. Ooh. That was pretty. Nice. Yeah. Smexy, girl. Okay then. Okay, man. We're here for it. Jacob, cheers to you. All right, here we go. Good old Miss Honey J. Now, her movement quality, I kind of started clocking it whenever I saw her do the choreo that's for Natty's section of Taxi Blur. Also a Jacob request. So, her movement gives some sense of essence of freestyle about it, but it's structured, which is so fascinating to me. Now, don't get me wrong, freestyle has its own structure, for sure, but the type of schema that she has, it has like this sense of, like her switch-ups on the different parts of the music are ones you normally see simulated in freestyle in comparison to choreography, which is really cool. So how she sets it up, like the tone setting of literally just walking, way to command the space. That takes really great stage presence. We're here for it. Rotating around. Here we go. Love the accent. Boom. The fullness of that was so enchanting, captivating, really well done. She comes up, boom, and to reset over to the side. And then she goes boom, boom to slide it out. Now, I am curious if she was supposed to slide this right leg out a little bit more. Normally, when I see people hit back like that, I'm normally used to seeing this leg slide out. And because it slid out just a smidge, I was kind of phantom projecting that, but that's not really what ended up happening, which is fine. Boom. And then she reset over in the center. And I like how she accents on the shoulder to create a nice little sensual pocket right there. It does remind me of that Kiss of Life. Is it Nobody Knows with that accent with the knees? But it's a little different. She comes up, boom, boom, right there on the bass. She hits it so heavily, which is nice. And then from there, I love the fullness of that accent of that heel. Really nice. She sweeps it around. She bleeds it through. Really nice snake. And I like how she takes that shoulder and rotates it forward to make it its own moment. Love that. The hip ball change. Then she goes that ta 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 ta. Every walk has an intention behind it. Great. Just presence to look. I love her intention on looking. I just need some. And she goes all the way through. Really nice fullness out of that. Then she takes it through. Once again, she goes up, she connects it, and then she travels it around her body, and then it goes love. Of course, she makes it a little heart. Then from here, she makes it and turns it into a trace that is a heart onto her body, which is really cool. Rotating it through, then she picks it up, where she actually just steps out with that left leg. Comes right back up, the hop through, boom. In the same similar accent as what she's done before. Hits it once again. She melts from one side to another. 1, 2, and then she doubles it up on the tail end of that. The 2 steps coming out. We're here for it. Turning it through. Then boom-na-na-na. So she's hitting the ambiance of the tone with her shoulders. Yeah. She steps out and then she brings it right back in. Then she ball changes about 2 times to travel to the back. She crosses all the way through. So I really like the fact that she's making her movement cater to the entire space, not just exclusive to the camera in the front. I really like that. It feels like she's immersed in the environment itself, not for camera, which I really, really like. Her essence, I love that how she takes it. She has this intimate speed change, and then she travels it up through her body but still keeps it, and then she reinstates it up. Love that. Ding, 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 ding. She rides through that sound, which is beautiful. She drops it, then she comes right back down to the floor, then she goes now. So she makes a little slide on her bottom. And then she uses her leverage of her legs to really push her back, but also her hips, which is really cool. And then from there, she rotates, where she takes it and allows her body to respond more circular in the chest and as well as in the knee, which is nice. Then we go over, and then she dips it. She's about to make this a moment. Boom. She comes up, then she finishes coming up or coming out of it. Nice. So she takes it, boom, does a swish, travels it up the body. And then from here, she takes it, resets it over to the other side, which is nice. And then the absence of movement, boom, very clear punctuation at the tail end of that phrase. Very well done. And I love how she comes out of it. She's just, I'm just a regular person. Just kidding. She travels it up. And I love that. She takes her body, does a nice type of ta-ta-ta-ta sound. And you heard her do that with some of her movement earlier, but she's using it to help her isolation and her rotation, which I really like the dynamic on that. Definitely a fan of it. She ends up tapping through her legs as well with it. Then she hits it, boom, boom. So she rotates on the first base, accents on the second base. Really nice. She comes back in, hits in the accent, and this, ooh, like butter. Goodness gracious. And it does a little wrist rotation all the way through, travels it across the body. And then from here, I think my one note though is whenever I learned about traces, and I hear with people who use traces as part of their flow, especially in waving, is my neck of the woods, a lot of times you always want to be mindful of where you start to where you finish. You try to avoid cutting off your energy or cutting off your trace. You want it to have a sense of punctuation. And I think that's my one observation I'm noticing here is it does give the impression on some of her choices that she's kind of cutting off the trace. So that would be my one note, but it's just a note. It's not even a she needs to change it. It's a showcase. She can do whatever she wants. She can roll on the floor, you know? She slid on the floor and it was a vibe, you know? So that's just my only observation I've like really noticed about this. She hits it boom and boom and boom. Yeah, she has some overlaps in textures and dynamics, but I think they're very fitting for the type of track it is and for her fit and for her overall flow. It works well for the set. This is nice. I like how she inverts it, travels it through. Definitely a fan of that. We're here for it. Then from there, I love how she traces it around her chest and then travels it down. Lord, hey, And she says, she said conversation, She says, I'm gonna put my hair back. I love that. She said, I'm gonna just feel myself real quick, do a little sweep around, okay. And then right there, she goes, hey. Oh my God. Yep, and she reinstates, boom, on that right. Then she takes the arm, and then she hits it to do a nice little meltdown, and then she ends up using the shoulder instead of the head to begin more of a snaking progression. She comes out, the shimmy, boom, into a hinge over. I like that punctuation. She goes click, click over to the sides, really nice. Then from here, it does feel like one of those little electric boogaloo sequences almost influence. I like that. She comes up, she does a step to come into it. The quickness of that, it's something similar than what we've kind of seen, but her feet are more together. She is doing a rotation like she did earlier, but she's making the full thing a nice circle in comparison to just rotating the chest. She's rotating the entire body, which definitely gives us a different vantage point of matching that timbre with her texture, which helps establish the fact that she's dancing for the environment, the essence of the space, and not for camera. I really like that. The accent through, boom, nice little pelvic thrust to finish, and she finishes. She walks back. You see how like not tired she looks? She was like, I just threw that together. Is really what it was vibing with. We're here for this. Golly, what a vibe. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Thank you, Jacob, as always, for being so incredible and recommending this to us. I am definitely here for all the good vibes, especially in the choreo scene over in Korea. The competition side in Korea has been really fascinating to watch, from the battlefront, choreographic front, the whole shebang, and I'm here for all of it. If you want to hear my perspective on Honey J's time on Street Woman Fighter Season 1, I have done an analysis on her group, Holy Bang, all the way through their season, and also I've done Season 2 of Street Woman Fighter. Basically the whole franchise has been taken a look at in some way, shape, or form. So if you want in on that, I got a lot of it, pretty much most of it released on YouTube at this point. Some of it's blocked away on Patreon if you want to go check that out. But I am no stranger to her movement quality, but it's been really fun to see how she showcases herself in more modern, recent times, because that was freaking banger. We're here for it. Once again, my name is Jess, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.